Good evening, everyone. What's up? Just ate a satisfying meal and topped it off the music dessert. This is Mr. Hotta speaking. Previously, there was a rant on some of the members of the VGCP and preschool with Tower TriStar 2 is back. Today is a rant on iPhones, and today we have a special guest, Duncan Burden VGCP.
Hey,
And this rant is on iPhones. More like I touch you phones. Ugh. Why the heck do people just care about iPhones so much now? What happened to phones these days? Why on earth?
practically every single phone now is a smartphone, but
Why?
like Android and such, I'm okay with that because I have an Android phone.
Oh yeah, makes sense.
But iPhones are practically Satan.
Ugh. Why on earth is the whole world revolved by iPhones now? It seems like the iPhone 5, everyone's revolved around them now. They
Now,
treat them like they're like the best possession they ever have.
now I know Tyler TriStar 2 is back, likes iPhones for it and Android, but he's one of our friends and such.
Yeah, and besides, he respects opinions unlike most people do. Ugh. Why on earth are iPhones or whatever smartphone? iPhones always in the back of the girl's pocket in their next to their butt. Why are phones always like that all the time? Like what? Everyone treats the iPhone like it's the most special device they've ever had. It's only a device. The iPhone is not one's brain. The iPhone is not their mind. The mind is in the brain here. The mind is not in the iPhone. It's just a device. And literally every person has one now. What on earth? What on earth? And they keep making iPhones. Stop making iPhones already. There have been enough iPhones that came out. Ugh.
What's next? Is it gonna continue like the iPhone quadrillion or something like that, where it's basically just a chip in your brain?
What, is there going to be like an iPhone 7, iPhone 8, iPhone 9, iPhone 10, etc.? What? And why on earth do all those little kids have iPhones now? Why do 5-year-olds have iPhones now?
Why?
They don't need phones. They don't even need phones at all. One doesn't need a phone till like middle school at the minimum. You do not need a phone when you're in freaking elementary school. You're in elementary school. You don't need an iPhone. Phone. Ugh. It's elementary. Like, no wonder why this generation is falling on its face. That's one of the reasons people rely way too much on technology now. Everyone relies on their iPhones for literally everything. For not only calling, well, that's normal texting, but all those Instagram crap, this Vine crap. What else is there? Ugh. All those social networking like Pinterest, like Tumblr, like freaking Snapchat. Ugh, Snapchat. Don't even get started with that piece of crap. What else? Ugh. Facebook on that. They literally treat it like it's their life. It's just a phone. A phone is not a life. A phone was meant for texting and calling. A phone wasn't meant to be a major part of one's life. And now it's just being treated like it. Ugh. Seriously, iPhones, stop it with the iPhones already. It's a phone. And iPhones are taking over the universe even faster than coffee beverages are. I mean, coffee beverages have taken over the universe since the mid-2000s, while iPhones, bam, they took over quick, faster than ever. By 2012, everybody was getting the iPhone, literally, and now literally every person has an iPhone now. And they've even showed the older generation, how it works.
Yeah, but me, I'm one of the few people who don't have an iPhone.
Well, thank goodness. And those products don't even last. They last for 2 or 3 years, and that's it. Seriously, like,
but
people take all
look at like a
selfies with their
phone
iPhone.
from like the late '90s. A lot of them still work.
Yeah, they're
like,
eventually going to
like
go
the
outdated.
Nokia phones.
Why are people obsessed over iPhones so much? And they think that all those texting or calling phones or sliding phones are all crap. Seriously, they're not even open-minded at all nowadays. Yeah, a phone wasn't meant to be like this. A phone is for calling and texting, and it serves one or two or three purposes. It isn't for all the selfies garbage. And look, and if one looks at like all those profile pictures of everything, and like all those Instagram photos, it's just one with their phone taking a selfie like this. Here's a phone, selfie. And they try to look cool and wear all swag clothes. Well, you're not cool. You're just another person in the world out of billions. Doesn't mean anything. And they just look unprofessional too, iPhones. People literally rely on the iPhone for everything, for games, for pictures, for their social media, etc. And they're always out playing with their iPhones in class all the time. What? Is the iPhone so important it's even more important than whatever one's doing? Wow. That's sad. What next? Are 3-year-olds gonna start having iPhones in like 2025? Ugh. It hurts just to think about it.
I fear that year. 2025.
Ugh. Same here. What? Yeah, by 2025, the whole generation is probably gonna have the brain the size of a pea later on. Oh, yeah. Not only are people just caring about those newly upgraded phones now, they're literally trying to get the next best phone now. They keep getting like the iPhone 5, iPhone 6. They're probably gonna try to get the iPhone 7. Like, what's up with that? It's only a phone. A phone is not one's life or mind. The phone is just a contact. It's for contacting people, not all this stuff. Literally, they're turning a phone into like not even a phone now. It's like more like it shouldn't even be called a phone. It should just be called like one of those devices, whatever. Like a life device, that should be called.
We're probably like your digital equivalent.
Your digital best friend. They treat the iPhone like their best friend. It's always in their pocket. It's always with them. It's always like hanging with them. Their dumb earbuds. They're always using it for selfies and all that. They're probably twerking with it. They're probably kissing it. They're probably farting with it. Who knows what people are doing with it? Like seriously, grow up. It's a phone. It's a phone. 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 It's not a best friend.
Plus, people don't use their phones for calling that much anymore.
Oh no, you actually bring up a good point. They don't. They don't even call at all with phones, literally, ever. They just text a bunch of Texting is so annoying though, because it takes literally forever. Talking is so much more convenient. But seriously, they don't even use it. They just use it for all that social media and games crap now. Ugh. And selfie garbage. And Instagram. Huh. Instagram's annoying enough. Is there anything else to say before we wrap up this rant? If not, then...
Yeah. There is one more thing.
Okay, split it out.
Now, battery life.
Oh, goodness, its battery life is low.
Battery life on all these
phones are... Ugh. Even a phone... Alright, a phone from like 2000... A phone that slides and like text and calls for those purposes only. Those phones' battery barely even drains at all. The battery literally lasts for like at least 6 hours if one doesn't call at all.
Yeah.
I mean, those phones, the battery, they have to keep constantly recharging these phones like 3 times a day at least.
It's like those phones can never get a break. From like the late 90s or so, like, if you have like something from like, they could probably last like a really long time with the battery.
Yeah, this battery...
Just the rule, some new smartphones have really good battery life, and some old phones have bad battery life.
Here's a phone right here. This phone takes a while to lose its battery if one doesn't use it at all. It doesn't lose its battery that fast. It takes like at least 6 hours. It can take even 8 hours if one doesn't use the phone at all. One can just leave it all day and it barely loses its battery. But at least these phones don't lose their battery as quick as other phones. And besides, these phones last longer. This phone has been dropped like at least 20 times, and yet it's been alive for over 4.5 years. Yeah, these phones are underappreciated. These phones still work. There's going to be a time where these phones eventually don't work, but the time hasn't even come yet.
Yeah, but there is one thing. My smartphone, I've dropped it quite a lot of times, and yet the screen is not cracked at all.
They're built that way though. But at least these phones are cheap now. Now these phones are worth like less than $100, and then people are just gonna blow off money on something new. And literally, how on earth do people on free lunch have iPhones? Weren't iPhones supposed to be expensive? How can they afford to have their own free lunch? Like that doesn't even make any sense. Why do all the people why do literally all the people of all classes have an iPhone now? So literally everyone has an iPhone? Come on. What's with everybody just obsessing over the same stuff? It just gets old really, really fast.
Life lately has been boring.
Literally, that's why we're always Skyping each other, because no one else is really interesting to talk to at all. Come on. Like everyone just owns the same phone now. There's no variety. Everybody either owns a smartphone or an iPhone.
Everybody pretty much has the same
phone.
Built mind.
Everyone, yeah, literally, it's all selfie behavior, phone behavior. What else? Come on. Society wasn't meant to be like this. Society is just falling now because of this new handheld device. It's all it is a device. And come on.
Because what's so wrong about saying what's so wrong about saying people have different opinions on things?
They don't even allow it at all, especially some people on YouTube, notably. It's only an opinion. If everybody had the same opinion, everything would be boring. It wouldn't even be worth being here at all. Wow. Are people just that self-centered that they want everyone to be like them? Gosh, we'd be in such a boring world that we'd probably be quitting by now.
Ugh, that's just stupid.
Ugh. Seriously, people need to just grow up and stop just being like everyone else. That's why we have VHS tape collectors. These people are far different from everyone else because at least these people are interested in one specific subject and do well in it. So, anything else to say? No, with that was a rant on iPhones. Sorry for offending people, but oh well. That's all there's to say for this rant. See one on the next rant. Good night.